everybody, welcome to a brand new series that we're going to be calling The Road to Halloween Horror Nights. So hey everybody, what is it going on? My name is Alex. Normally I will be joined by my girlfriend Elizabeth. She's been in the other vlogs, but today we just got back from St. Simon's Island. We went to lunch, but I had this idea for a new series, and I know we haven't really discussed the first 5 house announcements that have been going on for Halloween Horror Nights. This is going to be my 3rd year of going. I went to 27, obviously, by the shirt, the framed artwork, and the map behind me until I went to 28 as well. I do have my 27 map up, but it's over there out of the camera view. I also have the Chucky print, which I really like. But that's not the point. That's not what I'm here to talk to you guys about today. I am here to talk to you guys about the first 5 house announcements. Let's start in order, just to keep a good flow for the video. So basically, first I'm going to start out with our first announcement that we got. I believe, I don't remember if it was March or April. I think it was March. But we did get a house announcement confirming that we are going to have Stranger Things returning to the event. We're getting seasons 2 and 3. Season 3 comes out tomorrow as of when I'm recording this, so I'm very excited to be able to tell you guys what I thought of season 3. I thought seasons 1 and 2 were fantastic. I loved the house last year. Not my favorite house at the event, but IPs usually are not my favorite houses at the event. I'm very much an original house person. My favorite house of all time has been Dead Waters. My favorite house last year was Slaughter Cinema. But that being said, I am very excited to see where they take us in this house. I'm hoping to go through Starcourt Mall for the season 3 portion. For season 2, the arcade would be really cool to see with the Mind Flayer. I just love that series, and Elizabeth does too, so we're very excited to see that house. Just the scenic, I believe, the way the colors pop just in these past 2 seasons compared to season 1, I feel like will make for a gorgeous house. And season 1 was a gorgeous house, but that being said, I'm very, very excited for Stranger Things. Now, our second announcement we got was for an original house called Nightingales Blood Pit. If you haven't been into Halloween Horror Nights for a while, or you've been into it for a while but just don't happen to remember, Nightingale's Blood Pit is a sequel to an original house from 2011 called Nightingale's Blood Prey. That took place in, I believe, World War II, and it is these creatures that feed off the dead and the dying. And I could be getting this wrong. I've only been into Halloween Horror Nights since 2015. I've only been going since 2017, but I really love the history for the event. So if I'm wrong on any of this, please let me know. I'd love to learn more about the event. I love hearing stories and different things about original houses, the history of the event, icons, everything. I love this event. But Nightingale's Blood Pit will be taking place in ancient Rome. I'm very excited. Again, this is one that I feel like the scenery will be just mind-blowing, even though I believe it's going to be in a tent house. But I'm just excited to see how they do, say, the streets of Rome, or like maybe if they do a scene in the Colosseum, which I guess would probably be the finale. But excited to see the gladiator scares, obviously, the Nightingales. This house has been requested for a long time. So the fact that we're finally getting it and they're not saving it next year for Halloween Horror Nights 30 is kind of like a bit shocking to me, but it means they've got a lot of cool stuff lined up for 30, and Nightingales just does not fit in, which leads me to be even more excited for whatever they have planned next year. Continuing on, I believe the next house that was announced was Universal Monsters. This house was very highly reviewed and received in Hollywood last year when John Murdy did it. So it looks like Orlando's taking their crack at it this year, and I'm very excited to see what they do with it. Hopefully we get a few creature from the Black Lagoon scenes, like fingers crossed. I would be very excited to see that. That being said, whatever happens, I'm very, very, very excited for this maze. I know it should be going in the new parade building where Seeds of Extinction was last year. And I know it's being built. I saw ads for it just like a little bit ago on my computer, as one of the top like banner IPs this year. I believe the banner ones will be like Stranger Things, Universal Monsters, and a particular house that is speculated, and most of the people watching this video will know it's Ghostbusters. We could be wrong. Universal hasn't announced it yet, but those are supposedly the big three. Maybe big four if they do have Us and they do promote that, like it's being speculated currently. But carrying on, I feel like this will be a good mashup house, and we'll have really, really good scenes. So, Universal Monsters. Carrying on to the fourth announcement, which we got a little, or like, just a little over a month ago now, and that would be Depths of Fear. Now, Depths of Fear is an original house where it is a deep sea mining company that has dug too deep and have found these parasitic creatures, wait for it, called mouth breeders. And these mouth breeders, they are just wreaking havoc on the miners, and I'm just so excited. With underwater houses, I'm always just curious how things happen. I believe this is another tent house. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. So I'm very excited to see where they go with it, just for the underwater feeling of the house. I'm excited to see how they approach that. And carrying on to the most recent house announcement would be Yeti, Terror of the Yukon. That I just got a call on my iPhone. That's the only problem with recording on your phone. But anyway, so Yeti, Terror of the Yukon, they tested the waters with Attack of the Swamp Yeti last year in Slaughter Cinema, which, as I mentioned earlier in the video, was my favorite house this past year. I really thought that was a very scary way to end it out, because a lot of that house was very comedic. It had a very, it was a B-movie mashup house, or fake B-movies that Universal, the creative team, kind of came up with. But I'm very excited to see how they do this house. I know this is going to have a lot more serious tones than Slaughter Cinema did last year. Slaughter Cinema in and of itself was just a very, very well done house. And I feel like the Yeti at the end, as silly as the name sounded, gave a very, very aggressive final scare of that house. I really, really enjoyed that house. I don't know what it was, but I feel like the actors just had so much passion. And not to discount any of the passion in the other houses last year, but just even when I went through, I believe that was the last house I did on my first night last year, and just I went through like one of the demon dog or devil dogs, that was it, in the scene. He was coming out, he scared the girls in front of me and was just loving it, and I laughed, I pointed at him, and he just went, we high-fived. Like, you gotta love when scare actors do that. It's just great interaction, shows how much they truly love the event. But Yeti, it's in a soundstage, so I'm excited because that means another cold house where we can get so much AC. I loved that with The Shining back in 2017. That was a fantastic cold house in the beginning. And Poltergeist, you could feel the wind as soon as you walked in. It felt so nice. But all that being said, that does it for episode 1 of the Road to Halloween Horror Nights. My plans for this series, I plan to follow the announcements and expect shorter videos as far as new announcements coming out, because I'll start doing them one at a time. I've also been debating on whether to do a podcast or not. I've now graduated high school, as well as Elizabeth, and just have a little bit more time on our hands, which we're busy right now setting up college stuff, but I've always loved the idea of doing a podcast. I would love to do one on Halloween Horror Nights Universal, that kind of stuff. So let us know in the comments or tweet us, Instagram us, whatever you want to do. Thoughts on doing a podcast, I would love to do that. We are filming weekly vlogs again, and one should be up later this week. I plan to upload this video tonight. I might film a few other videos now, but I plan to do history of the previous Halloween Horror Nights, some tips on going this next year. I feel like I've been going long enough to give tips, so I'm now a 2-year vet. But love this house and love this event. I cannot wait to go back. I'll do some trip plans for Halloween Horror Nights and just other little videos as soon, and I'll make a playlist with all of these for the road to Halloween Horror Nights. It's a very exciting season, very exciting time of the year for fans of the event, and I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. I love Halloween Horror Nights announcement and speculation season. Next to going to the event is the most exciting time of the year. So, hope you guys are enjoying these announcements that are going on in these vlogs as well. We will be back to uploading weekly vlogs as soon as I possibly can get to it. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy this new series and be on the lookout for brand new content from us soon. So, be sure to like this video, comment down below. Are you excited for this year? Are you going this year? Thoughts on the podcast, whatever else. Just general information. And be sure, of course, to subscribe down below. And I will see you out in the fog.